Economic inequality, causes and solutions. Introduction. Economic inequality is one of the most pressing challenges faced by societies across the globe. It refers to the unequality distribution of wealth, income, and resources among individuals or groups within a society. While some level of inequality is natural in any economic system, the extent to which it exists today in many countries is growing at an alarming rate. Economic inequality can lead to a range of social, economic, and political issues, including reduced social mobility, higher poverty rates, and political instability. This article delves into the causes of economic inequality, explores its detrimental effects on societies, and proposes potential solutions to reduce inequality and promote a more just and equitable economic system. Number 1. Understanding economic inequality. Economic inequality is typically measured in terms of the distribution of income and wealth across different segments of society. Income inequality refers to disparities in earnings from employment, investments, or other sources, while wealth inequality focuses on the accumulation of assets, such as property, stocks, and savings. This section will provide a comprehensive overview of the various forms of economic inequality and the indicators used to assess them, highlighting the growing divide between the rich and poor in many parts of the world. Number 2. The role of education in economic inequality. Education plays a fundamental role in shaping individuals' economic opportunities and outcomes. Access to quality education is one of the primary determinants of social mobility, and a lack of education or limited access to it often perpetuates cycles of poverty and inequality. This section will explore how unequal access to education exacerbates income and wealth disparities, particularly in marginalized communities, and the long-term impact of educational inequalities on economic outcomes. Number 3. Technological change and job displacement. The rapid advancement of technology, especially in automation and artificial intelligence, has led to a significant shift in the labor market. While new technologies have created jobs in certain sectors, they have also displaced workers in traditional industries, leading to greater economic inequality. This section will analyze how technological disruptions contribute to job polarization, where higher-skilled workers see their wages rise, while low-skilled workers experience job loss and stagnant wages. Number 4. Globalization and economic inequality. Globalization has contributed to greater economic integration and the expansion of international trade, but it has also resulted in widening income inequality. While multinational companies have benefited from lower production costs and access to global markets, many workers in developed countries have faced job insecurity due to outsourcing and the relocation of manufacturing to lower-cost regions. Conversely, in developing nations, globalization has contributed to rapid economic growth, but it has also led to increased inequality within countries. This section will discuss how globalization has exacerbated economic disparities both within and between nations. Number 5. Income disparities between different demographics. Economic inequality is not limited to income differences between the rich and poor, but also across different demographic groups such as gender, race, and ethnicity. In many societies, women and minorities face systemic barriers to achieving economic equality, including lower wages, limited access to education, and discrimination in the workforce. This section will explore how demographic factors contribute to economic inequality and the specific challenges faced by women, racial minorities, and other marginalized groups in achieving economic parity. Number 6. The impact of tax policies on economic inequality. Tax policies have a significant influence on the distribution of wealth and income within a country. In many countries, tax systems are structured in ways that disproportionately benefit the wealthy, either through lower tax rates on capital gains or tax loopholes that allow high-income individuals and corporations to avoid paying taxes. This section will explore how tax policies can either reduce or exacerbate economic inequality, and will discuss proposals for more progressive tax systems that could address wealth concentration and promote greater equality. Number 7. Wealth concentration and capital accumulation. Wealth inequality is driven in part by the concentration of capital in the hands of a small number of individuals and corporations. The rich tend to accumulate wealth through investment in stocks, real estate, and businesses, while the poor often rely solely on income from wages. This section will examine the mechanisms through which wealth becomes concentrated, including inheritance, investment returns, and corporate power, and will explore how the accumulation of capital contributes to widening inequality. Number 8. Unemployment and underemployment. Unemployment and underemployment are critical factors contributing to economic inequality. High unemployment rates, especially in certain demographic groups, can prevent individuals from achieving financial independence and economic mobility. In contrast, underemployment, where individuals are employed in jobs that do not match their skills or provide adequate pay, also exacerbates inequality. This section will analyze the link between labor market conditions and economic inequality and propose policies that could address unemployment and improve the quality of jobs available to workers. Number 9. Healthcare disparities and economic inequality. Access to healthcare is another critical factor that contributes to economic inequality. In many countries, individuals with lower income are less likely to have access to quality healthcare, leading to poorer health outcomes, higher medical costs, and reduce productivity. This section will explore the relationship between healthcare access and economic inequality, discussing how unequal access to healthcare perpetuates poverty and limits economic opportunities for disadvantaged groups. Number 10. The role of social safety nets in reducing inequality. Social safety nets, such as unemployment benefits, healthcare programs, and housing assistance, can play a crucial role in reducing economic inequality by providing a basic level of support to individuals in need. These programs can help mitigate the negative effects of unemployment, illness, and other hardship. This section will examine the role of social welfare programs in reducing inequality and will discuss the importance of expanding and improving these safety nets to address rising inequality. Number 11. Corporate influence and economic inequality. Corporate influence, particularly the growing power of multinational corporations, can exacerbate economic inequality. Large corporations often wield significant political power, which allows them to shape policies in their favor, including favorable tax treatments, deregulation, and labor practices that prioritize profits over fair wages. This section will explore the role of corporate influence in perpetuating inequality and examine the potential for corporate accountability and responsible business practices to address these disparities. Number 12. Political inequality and economic inequality. Political inequality and economic inequality are often intertwined. Economic disparities can lead to political power imbalances, where the wealthy have greater access to decision-making processes and the ability to influence policy in ways that benefit. This section will examine how political systems can reinforce economic inequality and will discuss the importance of political reforms that ensure equal representation, fair policies, and the protection of economic rights for all citizens. Number 13. Solutions to economic inequality. Progressive taxation and redistribution. One of the most widely discussed solutions to economic inequality is the implementation of progressive taxation and wealth distribution policies. Progressive taxes are designed to ensure that individuals with higher incomes or more wealthy pay a larger share of taxes, which can then be used to fund public services and social programs that benefit the broader population. This section will explore the concept of progressive taxation, the potential for wealth redistribution, and how these measures can reduce inequality. Number 14. Conclusion. Moving towards a more equal economy. Economic inequality is a complex and multifaceted issue that requires comprehensive solutions. While the causes of inequality are varied, ranging from education and globalization to tax policies and corporate practices, there are steps that governments, businesses, and individuals can take to address the problem. By investing in education, promoting fair wages, implementing progressive tax policies, and ensuring access to healthcare and social safety nets, societies can reduce inequality and foster a more inclusive and sustainable economic system. Moving toward a more equal economy not only benefits disadvantaged individuals but also strengthens the overall economic stability and social cohesion of a nation. Conclusion. In conclusion, economic inequality remains a significant challenge that affects the social and economic well-being of individuals and societies globally. Addressing this issue requires a holistic approach that tackles the root causes of inequality and promotes policies designed to provide equal opportunities for all citizens. By creating an environment that encourages fairness, inclusivity, and shared prosperity, societies can work toward reducing economic disparities and ensuring that future generations benefit from a more equitable and sustainable economic system.